Let's see how this goes. All right, guys, bit of a unique show today. Unfortunately, no Mark Zinno. He is currently at SeaWorld chasing the orcas. Big surprise there. Now, he and I did attempt to record a show earlier, but there were some technical difficulties with said recording. And unfortunately, that video is never going to see the light of day. So Mark's rant on Canada and me explaining why skiing is overrated. We'll have to wait for another day, I suppose. But the good news is I will still bring you all three plays Mark and I had for you on Monday. A bet for all three power conference games. So smash that like button. When you agree with these, comment down below any disagreement. Mark tackled the Kansas State Utah game for his half double play. He wanted to sell high on this Kansas State team coming off its first loss in a while. The losing streak snapped. They go on the road to Salt Lake. They're staying in Utah. They lost to BYU over the weekend. Mark thought it was a good time. Again, yes, Kansas State is much better than they were earlier in the season when those pieces were struggling to gel, but he just thinks Utah at home, the number's too short. And he did also point out that if you don't feel comfortable laying the two, Utah has taken some money this morning. Feel free to play the Utes on the money line. So that was Mark's half of the double play. Utah -2. I will let you know also, Mark has a 4% play for Monday currently up on his page, wt.buzz/MZ. Mark has been on a tremendous run in college hoops, 13-4 his last 17. So be sure to check that out. My half of the double play was on the other Big 12 matchup that tips off at 10 p.m. Eastern, that being Arizona and Baylor, even though Arizona is number 13 in the country right now. And by the way, that by the time tip-off comes around at 10 p.m., they will not be 13th in the country because they lost back-to-back games last week. So their ranking will drop, but they should still be in the top 25. And it's interesting because Baylor is favored here. So yet another instance of an unranked team laying points at home to a top 25 opponent. Just a 1.5-point spread as of this recording. As many of you know, I tend to gravitate toward the unranked favorite in these situations. However, not a real rush to fade Arizona, who I like. And as I mentioned, coming off the back-to-back losses, an area to watch with Arizona here this evening is behind the arc. Their last two games, the losses to Kansas State and to Houston, saw Zona shoot a woeful 7 of 45 from three. I think even on the road, we're likely to see some positive movement to the mean there. Now, Caleb Love can shoot you out of a game. He's 2 for 21 from three the last three games. And as a team, Arizona's only 11th in the Big 12 in three-point shooting. But Baylor, they just so happen to be 11th in three-point defense during conference play. Arizona puts up an average of 81.3 points per game for the year. So I will look at their team total, which is currently sitting at 75.5 at DraftKings. Let's go over that number. Arizona will try to push the pace. They're second in the Big 12 in adjusted tempo. Again, don't even need the Wildcats to hit their season average in points per game to cash here. Arizona team total over 75.5 to go with Mark and Utah. That is our double play, a Big 12 double play. Again, comment down below with your thoughts on those two games. Smash that like button if you agree. By the way, there is still time to take advantage of a special offer going on at WagerTalk.com. Less than $8 per day. You can get 30 days worth of picks from yours truly or from Mark, who is in the bottom left corner. Much to even he was surprised by that. But yes, he is pictured there. I'm on a 7-2 run in college hoops right now, so seeing it well just in time for March Madness. Did lose with Ohio State on Sunday, but had the big 5% winner on Texas Saturday. So WT.buzz/BP for me, WT.buzz/MZ for him. 30 days of winners for less than $8 per day. Morning wager best bet is going to be on the Duke-Virginia game. This is the early tip and big Monday. We like the first half under, Mark and I. We came together for this. Now, talking before the show, as we always do, Mark, he was willing to lay the points here with the favored Blue Devils. That's not, I don't want to let, yes, Duke has done well overall as a double-digit favorite in conference play, but this is just the fourth time they've been a double-digit road favorite against an ACC opponent. They are 1-2 ATS the previous three instances of that. So we came together. We like the first half under 62 in this game. No matter the game script, we think it's going to lead to a low-scoring first half. Let's say Duke is up big at halftime. Why would that be? Well, it's probably because Virginia didn't score many points. If Virginia keeps this thing close for a half, why would that be? Well, it's probably because they kept Duke's offense in check. Duke is very good defensively, fourth in the country in defensive rating per KenPom. Virginia, nobody plays any slower than they do in the entire country, 364th in adjusted tempo. I just think you look at this matchup, it lends itself to a low scoring first half. So show best bet, Duke, Virginia, first half under. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I know we all miss Mark Zinno. He'll be back tomorrow. It'll be the same brand of comedy and plays that we always offer here on the Morning Wager. Make sure you're subscribed. Yes, we've upgraded from a hot dog to an eggplant, if you think that's an upgrade. Anyway, that's going to do it for the show. Until next time, let's cash some tickets.